Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Hirsh Singh. I'm the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate in New Jersey in 2020. I am joined today by Indian American leaders and Republican candidates from across New Jersey that represent the different languages, religions, and cultures that make up a vibrant Indian American community. We have come together to denounce the hateful comments and calls for jihad by Sam Khan, a Democrat leader, member of the planning board here in Edison, and chairman of the American Muslim Council. Calls for jihad made in another language, in Urdu, at an American Muslim Council meeting is dangerous and disturbing. We have seen multiple occurrences of violent Islamic terroristic behavior across the world, forcing Americans to send its sons and daughters abroad to combat the radical Islamic terror. How then can we sit by as the same hateful rhetoric blamed for atrocities across the world are spoken by elected Democrat officials in this state? I understand that the Democrat Party leadership has staked its position against the secular country of India and its removal of Article 370 in Kashmir. Even though India's efforts have brought liberty, democracy, and women's rights to Kashmir, I join President Trump in commending India for doing this. In the Senate, I will work to ensure that our relations with India remain strong. Today, we have people like Senator Bernie Sanders and Congressman Ro Khanna of the Democrat Party attacking India and supporting Pakistan, which has exported Islamic terror across the globe. They attack India for bringing democracy to Kashmir. Ro Khanna had even joined the Pakistani Congressional Caucus and will represent the interests of Pakistan in Congress rather than the interests of America and our allies. Strangely, Pakistan is an Islamic country known for terrorism, but it is unduly concerned about India being a secular country. China kills Muslims and suppresses their voice and has expressed concerns for Muslims in India. What an irony. India has done a great job in Kashmir by removing Article 370 and replacing it by liberty, democracy, and women's rights. I support India on this move. This action by India on Kashmir is not just beneficial for the Muslims in Jammu and Kashmir, but also for America and the world, as China has been aggressively exhibiting its expansionism. The China-Pakistan economic corridor passes through Gilgit, Baltistan region of the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, which has been occupied by Pakistan. The next step should be for India to get back this region so that China's aggression can be curbed. They are among our most important trade partners, but are abusing this position and trying to hold the world hostage. I promise to work with President Trump towards containing them. I also believe that India will be an important trading partner in this effort. The Democrats stand for the exact opposite of all I have spoken about. They support countries like Pakistan, which have Sharia law, over countries that have freedom. They also support communism over freedom. Bernie Sanders even supports the breadlines that the state of the Soviet Union had. If Democrats are elected, you can expect them to ban grocery stores and replace them with government-run outlets where people will have to stand in long lines to get food. Have you ever stood in a long line and post office waiting your turn to place an order? That is exactly what Democrats want to do in America. I will never allow this. I will never support socialism. I will never support the effort to replace the Bill of Rights with Sharia law. I will never join Pakistan, the Pakistani caucus, and I will strongly oppose all forms of terrorism. And I will look out for you. Of that, I promise. Thank you very much. Would anyone else like to add any comments regarding the Sam Khan statement?
I'm Tony Gallo, running for sheriff in Middlesex County. You know, it's really a shame that we're talking about jihad as 9/11 approaches. This is something that we as a people should all condemn, okay? We need to remember 9/11, and we need to stop talking jihad. And these talk should be condemned immediately. Sam Khan should be removed from any and all offices that he holds. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Hemant Bhatt. I am the founder and chairman of South Asian Republican Coalition. I endorse what Hirsh Singh said, and this is really so unfortunate for the Indian American community. And the important part is we cannot allow any kind of call for terrorism in this country. President Trump has done everything under his power to stop the terrorism in this country, and you guys must be aware that no terrorism attacks are being happening for quite a long time. There is a new sheriff in the town, and people has to understand this. Number two is Bernie Sanders seems to be like he's a Democratic presidential hopeful. Unfortunately, they are not aware as to what's going on in the Indian subcontinent. Kashmir has signed the Treaty of Accession to India, and the Article 370 was to be abolished for a long time. This is the internal matter of India. Let the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, handle that. He has already handled to the satisfaction of all our people there. And I urge everyone here that we have to support what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is doing. At the same time, President Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they are not only the largest, they are the leaders of the largest democracy on this planet. And they are the people who are the moving and shaking the world and abolishing the old order, establishment they are removing. And I urge everybody here to support what Hirsh Singh has said. And my president, sir, Mr. Siddharth Chilala, we are all working hard to make sure that the tremendous awareness is created among the Indian American here. And we want to make sure that President Trump wins the presidential re-election in 2020. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Ohajinova Fufano. I'm running for a councilman at large, Franklin Township. Basically, I endorse what my colleague here running for Senate, what he says. As a Muslim, Republican, and African, I totally denounce what Mr. Sam Khan said. It's wrong. We're not supposed to endorse violence. We're supposed to, as a leader, our job is to make sure we bring everybody to the table, to talk amicably, not to support one against the other. Find amicable way that we, as leaders, bring peace in that region. It's a very important region to us. And just like what my other Tony said here, 9/11 is approaching. And we all know what 9/11 is. As a veteran, I know what 9/11 means to me, and all I can say is I denounce him today, tomorrow, and forever. So go out there and support us so we can take over and do the right thing.
Hi, my name is Jay Thaluri. I'm here to support Mr. Hirsh Singh for his candidature for the Senate, US Senate. And also, I denounce and strongly condemn what Sam Khan has said about the internal matter of India, Article 370 abolition, which is nothing to do with Pakistani government or Pakistan. And they are harping on it for no reason that is a criminal, because they have nothing to do with this, and it's a secular country, and it's doing so much good for the people who are living in Jammu and Kashmir. The people are starting, including the Muslims out there. So it's none of their business, and we strongly support what Prime Minister Modi has done it. And once again, thank you very much, Dr. Chandra, for inviting this. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Hirsh Chandra. I'm the SARC co-founder and president. I fully support Hirsh Singh's comment and fully endorse his comments. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And if the Democrat Party is actually serious about trying to represent Indian Americans, they better make sure that they remove people like Sam Khan who make these type of rhetorical statements from their party altogether. And if they're not going to do that, that's a wake-up call for Indian Americans across this entire country. If you're a registered Democrat, you better stop. Either become independent or register Republican, because that is the only place where if you actually care about U.S.-India relations, you can be. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.